This is one fat boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for May 8th. Today, there's two games. I'll be going through spreads and over-unders for each of them, and a few parlay picks at the end for both games. For the Suns at the Mavericks, going with Phoenix -2. This is because I expect them to bounce back this game, as I really don't see the Suns losing 2 games in a row. I think there's enough talent on there where they can make the adjustments to what Dallas has been doing. And then can Dallas react to those adjustments or make pre-adjustments to them? I think overall there's more talent on the Suns, and Mavericks need another excellent shooting game to beat the Suns, and also have the Suns have a poor shooting night as well. So that's why I'd lean towards Phoenix -2. I'll lean towards over 215 for this game, as I expect Phoenix to bounce back with their shooting. I think they'll be able to just knock down their open shots, is just knocking out a few more keeps you in the game, but also raise the total points. And the Mavericks have just been consistently getting around 100 points each game. So it's they're going to get 100. They're pretty sure they've been pretty consistent their scoring as the Suns were kind of up and down. But overall, I think there's enough scoring by both teams to cover this 215. So lean towards an over for this game. And for Miami at the Sixers, we go with the Sixers -1.5. I think just having an Embiid there really changes the energy. Also playing at the Sixers, slight advantage there. But I think just having Embiid on the floor is probably the biggest thing, as he's just a better defender than DeAndre Jordan, the legend. But I think Embiid, even with all of his energies, just him being there, it disrupts what the Heat had planned. As any team can really beat the Sixers if Embiid's not there, but Miami Heat was having an easier time at it. So, but overall, I think the Sixers will or should come out with a win in this one. I would lean towards an under 207, as both teams' defenses are pretty good, as above average good, and pretty sure this series has been consistently going under, I think, except for maybe one game. But usually one team just struggles horrifically on offense. But I think so. It'll probably be one of those games where it's going to be pretty close to 207. I don't expect this to be within greater than 10 points. Should be between 197 and 217. So somewhere in there. As I don't expect either team to have an awful night, but I don't expect great nights from them. More in high 90s to low 100s for both teams. But overall, close game. For best parlay picks I saw, and these are just the ones that are around -110, just 1 point above or below. These are all on FanDuel. So for the Suns and Mavs games, I can see Booker have a good scoring night, so that's why I choose him for over 26.5 points and over 2.5 threes, as I think he'll figure out the double team, or Dallas might veer away from the double team, just kind of throw him off. But I think the Suns will have something figured out for that. I think the Brunson having a good game against the Suns, that's going to be a one-off thing, because if the fouls don't go his way, then obviously he's not going to score as many points. But I think the Suns are going to have an adjustment for him, so lean towards 18.5 points there. Paul's consistently getting 5 rebounds this series, but it's right at 5. But I'll lean towards an over 4.5 rebounds for him. Then Crowder having 2.5 assists. So he either gets 0 or he gets 3. There's really no in between, but I think we're going to see a lot of ball movement, so I think kind of assists all around for the Suns, but I think the most likely one to have that extra assists account will be Crowder, so over 2.5 assists there. Then for the Sixers Miami game, I'll be leaning towards Harden over 19.5 points. I think he'll break 20 this game. I think with Embiid, that might take some pressure off Harden to try and score all the points, but I think he'll knock down enough open shots to get over 20 points. We lean towards Green under 9.5. So pretty much Green is only going to score by threes. So if you're going over 9.5 points, he has to hit 4 threes. So that's why I just lean towards an under there. And then for Tyler Hero, I expect him to have a decent game. So I'd lean towards over 15.5 points. Maybe take 20, as him and Butler probably the most consistent scorers on the team. Then over 2.5 assists, as when he's in the game, he does have the ball in his hands a lot. So I think he's bound to just get 3 assists. And also have Harden under 9.5 assists, as I expect really no one to have 10 assists in this game. So if I just sense that. And then Harden being like the highest one, like under 9.5 assists there. Thanks for watching. As always, bet responsibly. Good luck on your bets. Enjoy watching these games. And once again, thank you for watching.